Anonymous donated $69. Many think a significant age gap is predatory and wrong, while celebrating an entire month promoting actual sexual immorality. Is a 44-year virgin wrong to seek a 20-year virgin? Same phase in life?
We can open that last question up to the panel. Is it wrong for a 44-year-old virgin to want to date a 20-year-old virgin?
Ouch. I just feel like the 20-year-old virgin has a much larger pool to choose from, and the 40-year-old does not. So I feel like you as 40 should know that you should let that 20-year-old have their chance, because you had your chance all the way up until 44.
Wait, I have a question. What if the 44-year-old virgin is Ryan Reynolds, who's 47, by the way?
Would never.
And the 20-year-old virgin is somebody who's like an well.
Oh, no, don't.
Don't go there.
Don't.
Let's just say obese.
That's equally as worse.
Which one is like, has more options?
Oh, well, yeah, when you put filters, I feel, was that called filters?
Wait, filters?
Yeah, those are like you're filtering the scenario.
40, Ryan Reynolds, 47.
Okay.
But he says 44-year-old Ryan Reynolds virgin versus 20-year-old random obese person.
Find somebody who's ugly and name them, please.
That's subjective.
Who's an unattractive?
The little beast thing
Hillary
from.
Clinton.
Oh, that's a 20-year-old version of Hillary Clinton
20-year-old
versus
obese
44.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
What did she look like when she was 20?
She was actually not.
She was
She was pretty fine.
I mean, there's other reasons to not like her, but. So going around the table, anyways, I guess the question is it wrong for 44-year-old virgin to date 20-year-old virgin?
I feel like it's not wrong, but you at 44 should let the 20-year-old have their pick, and I just it's not wrong because y'all are both virgins, but I wouldn't say y'all are in the same life phase. You can't be at 44.
It's like a
versus
gray
20.
area.
Yeah.
But virgins or not, are you really in the same?
I would say no, but I mean, I'm also not a person to judge. Like, if they want to choose to be with the 40-year-old virgin, then go for it. I mean,
What are you getting from that?
It is.
We both don't know what we're doing here. You're a grown-ass man. I'm really confused.
Age gaps are actually a thing. There's an entire subreddit your girl joined at one point for age gap, and it's a thing. People talk about how large of an age gap they are with their partners. So that's actually some people's kink and their thing.
Your thoughts on this, real quick?
I mean,
we'll just get quick answers.
Yeah, I think it's fine because you have your choice to be with who you want to be with, regardless of your orientation.
I agree.
I think it's a little creepy. Personally.
A little creepy. Okay.
Just because a 20-year-old woman.
Does it give you the ick?
Does it give you the ick?
A tiny bit, yeah. Because a 20-year-old woman, I mean, her prefrontal cortex isn't even fully developed yet.
No,
she's
not
still
the
not.
prefrontal cortex.
But it's true.
Not the
She's not.
prefrontal fucking cortex. Not the prefrontal cortex. Are we doing? All right.
We need to.
I don't think it's wrong, though. To be clear, I'm not
the bingo card
the judge on what's right or wrong.
Cortex is one of them.
But I do think it's slightly
The
creepy.
Abdullah Nickelodeon donated $69.
Bro, Nickelodeon.
Name someone who's ugly.
That's fair.
You.
That's fair.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's
Why
fair.
do they assume it's a 40-year-old man going after a younger woman?
That's what the question was.
So if the question was
Actually,
no, they didn't specify gender.
It did not
So
specify
if it were flipped, I would still think it's weird. I think if you meet someone who's 20 and you genuinely fall for each other, great. But I think setting a filter for that is a bit of an interesting choice.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's almost like setting a filter for tall.
Does it not?
Exactly.
Blue eyes.
Exactly.
That's all weird,
Exactly.
right? Setting a filter for blue eyes.
Do think that's weird, yeah.
Do you think it's weird to set a filter for blue eyes?
You don't say.
Wait, what?
Yeah, of course. I think it's shallow.
Why would that be weird?
Blue eyes.
I mean,
weird about that?
if you meet someone that you genuinely connect with and you're compatible and they happen to have blue eyes, but if you, I mean, you're just going to narrow your
you're not
pool.
compatible, are you? Because they don't have a trait that you want, right?
Blue eyes give me
So then
alien
would you
vibes.
say that your connection to someone doesn't initially start by looks and then you fall for the person based on their personality?
No, it does start by looks, but filtering for a 20-year-old doesn't have much to do with looks. It's just like Why? Why?
It doesn't have
has
seen
everything
Lotto?
to do with looks.
Have you seen Lotto?
In fact, let me give you a little pushback here.
Okay.
I am 100,000% confident that 40-year-old men who are filtering for 20-year-old women, it has everything to do with looks.
You're right, it does.
I can't think of anything else it would have to do with.
But then is it weird for the 20-year-old to have their filter up to 45? For the 40 or 44-year-old to be falling in that category?
I think that's weird. Yes. I don't think it's wrong, but I do think it's weird.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Let's do, how about this? We'll come back. I'll write a note to come back to the age gap stuff just so we can get through it.
Well, hang on. Can I get back to this real quick? Because I just got to know.
Okay.
Why in the world would you say that you don't think that a 40-year-old
donated
would be...
$69.
One sec.
Didn't the president of France get groomed by his high school teacher? Is that creepy?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I think that's a little different because there's like the nature of the relationship, whereas like teacher student that muddies it a little bit.
Someone did that at my school.
Also, I think it's different if it's a 30 if it's a 30 and a 54-year-old. I think they're more likely to be in a similar phase of life than a 44 and a 20-year-old.
Yeah, but forgetting the phase of life for just a second, we can get back to that too, because that's just meaningless garbage tripe that's made up, and I don't even know what it means. Just garbage tripe.
Right.
How could you ever say that a 40-year-old man who's filtering for like a 20, 21, 22-year-old chick isn't doing that primarily based around the fact that she's hot?
No, I didn't say that. That is why he's doing it.
You did say that. You said that the looks aren't why they're filtering. I'm like, what? What are you talking? Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
if
I
he
think it
met
is.
a girl that were 26 and just as hot, I don't think he's going to go, oh, but you're 26 and you're 20, so let me go with the 20-year-old.
There's a guy that says differently than that. But also, I heard recently that once you're 20, it's like you start over again. So I'm a 2-year-old adult right now. You hear me? Because instead of being 22, because you don't learn shit for the first 10 years of your life about relationships, like with other people. Like, we're not talking about sex and all the other things that you could be talking about in front of your kids at that age. So when you turn 18, that's when you start kind of counting it. That's what I heard, like, okay, so I'm about to be a 2-year-old adult, and then you keep counting up from that. So you want to date a 2-year-old?
Wait, what? Are we into the...
How does that not make sense, though?
You know what? Hang on. Let me use your line of logic here. You ready? Okay. So are we going to give the vote to a 2-year-old?
No.
Oh, okay, great. So then women shouldn't be able to vote at 20, right?
What?
Back it up. What?
I think they're able to vote at 18 because that's what you're learning about.
but
You're not learning
here's
about
your
sex.
Hang on,
You're
stop,
learning
stop,
about...
Stop. Don't prattle. Just listen to what I'm actually asking. Here's your logic. Do you want to date a 2-year-old? Because you're saying he's a 2-year-old adult, right? It's like, okay, by that same logic, do we want a 2-year-old to vote?
But it's
That's
not.
stupid.
But that's not based off gender. A man that is 20 years old is also a 2-year-old adult. Like, if he's 22, he's also a 2-year-old
saying
adult.
to
It's
let-
not about
let
gender.
20-year-old men
So what are
vote
you talking
either.
about?
I'm just asking,
Women
so you don't
shouldn't
want
be able to
20-year-old
vote
men
at
or
20.
women to vote?
Wait, guys, one at a time. Only one person speaking at a
So
time.
you don't want 20-year-old women or men to vote by that logic then?
No, I don't. I don't think that you should count it as them being at their maturest point. That has nothing to do with, because you're sitting at school every day and you're learning about politicians. You're learning about all these things that you need to know. But
Yeah, but
that's
you're only
different from
two. But
your
you're only
personal
two.
experience in life with other people. It's different.
Oh, so I get it. So you don't have enough experience in order to have your own dating preferences, but you have enough experience to participate in the running of a nation. That's big brain stuff, right? Like, what? You want these
He likes
2-year-olds
to
to run
debate.
around and vote? Like that's crazy to me.
You
Get
can go to
Boot
school.
donated $69. Macron's wife was 40 and he was 15. Yet I don't hear anyone calling that out as creepy behavior even with the student-teacher dynamic.
I've never heard that, and that is weird.
Was 40 and he
Creepy.
was 15. I don't know.
Super fucking creepy, actually.
Okay, but I mean, in the defense of Macron and his perhaps wife.
Beaten Cheeks donated $69. Men's dating coach. Poor thing doing awful advertising herself on here that wants losers that to subscribe to
they're
her.
coming
Anyone
for
going
everybody.
against Grid 1 is against the patriarchy is an idiot feminist.
Damn, bro.
Drizzle.
What?
Just, Why just one drizzle?
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Drizzle, drizzle. All right. Go ahead, Andrew.
No, I was just saying, in their defense, drama kids are creepy and weird. So, and he was a drama kid. He was in all of them. All drama kids everywhere are little creepy fucks. All of them, every one of them. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. So that might be why that relationship ended up happening.
Oh yeah.